There are many definitions that are used to describe and explain the different forms of governance that exist around the world today. However, it is important to remember they all fall under two main systems of rule: rule of law or rule by law. Democracy works best when supported by the rule of law and basic human rights. All people have the right to live, own and control their own property, have access to fair and transparent justice according to the law at the time, follow their own beliefs, religion and customs, be free from torture or slavery, and file a complaint when they do not agree with the government on an issue. To achieve this, a country must put into place a system where the law of the land protects human rights and rules society. The word democracy comes from the ancient Greek words meaning people and rule of the government. It is a system of governance where the leaders have been elected by the people. Therefore, the power is with the people. There are many types of democracies, but all have the main feature of the people being able to decide who will lead and represent their interests and issues of concern in their communities. This happens through the process of free, regular, and fair elections. A parliamentary democracy is one example where the elected representatives are required to regularly meet in parliament to make laws. The people also have equal opportunity to become a representative of government themselves, regardless of their social background, religious beliefs, or ethnic status. Democracy with the rule of law respects human rights and protects its citizens. A democracy works best when it is supported by the rule of law. That is, all people, including the government, are ruled by the law and obey it. In such a democracy, there are independent and effective legal systems that protect human rights and balance those who hold the power. The opposite of democratic rule is called totalitarianism. Also known as the state, a totalitarian government imposes a set of beliefs on its people who must conform or face unpleasant and often violent consequences. This is called oppression. The state holds absolute power to maintain control over all areas in the lives of its citizens. The law does not apply to the state itself, and they ignore basic human rights. Here are the main points of a totalitarian state. Individual freedoms or ownership of personal property is restricted or not permitted in any way. Personal beliefs and faith in religion other than the ideals of the state is met with severe consequences. Information or any form of media from outside the state is not permitted. The state only releases information that promotes its own point of view or political cause. Citizens are denied access to any information that can cause a revolt. All legal traditions are discarded as the role of lawmaker is taken by the ruler. Police operate under the state's law. Decisions and judgments are passed according to the interpretations of the ruler. Fair and equal justice is denied. Opposition to the state is punishable and considered evil. Large-scale organized violence is permitted by the state to force the people into conforming. Limiting or withholding the supply of food to its citizens. The fear of starvation is a powerful strategy that reinforces the reliance of the people on the ruler for all their needs, therefore developing loyalty towards the ideals of the state. Social gatherings and traditions are banned. The state controls who people can visit and for what reason. This suppresses any community discussion and eliminates any forces of influence beyond the control of the state. As a result, the society becomes weakened. A totalitarian state is ruled by law. The people must obey the law created by the leader, whilst the leader and the law enforcement are not required to obey. Human rights are ignored. In the end, whilst we express our condolences to the families who lost their loved ones in protests, we all hope that any totalitarian government will come to the main point and listen to the wishes of the majority. Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. Thank you very much for listening.
میهن آبادی برای دختری که آرزو داشت پسر بود برای زن زندگی آزادی